Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited that you're here. And today I want to talk about something that I've been seeing on Facebook recently from a few people. It's not just one person that posted it, but there's been a few people that have on my feed that have said something about their relationship with food. And so I just want to talk a little bit about it, and then I'm going to show you how to make a really super fast and easy smoothie. A lot of people feel like they have this toxic relationship with food. And I totally get that because I also have a bad relationship with food. And I think it stems from my perspective, I can't speak for anybody else, but for me, it comes back from my childhood, partly. When we're kids, you do something good or you're having a bad day, you get food. So you be a good kid and you do all the things, and then I'll go buy you McDonald's, or I'll buy you an ice cream cone, or whatever. So food becomes the reward. You have a bad day, a bad breakup, you get a bad grade. Mom says, here, have some ice cream, or here, have a cookie, or here, have these things, and everything starts to revolve around food at a very young age. And then of course, when we're kids, we eat all the bad stuff. We drink the Kool-Aid, and we eat bologna and hot dogs, and we eat all this stuff that is nothing but chemicals. That white bread that doesn't even get moldy, sit out on the counter for weeks on end and it never gets moldy. We all loved that bread when we were kids. So then as you get older and you start noticing other kids, and you start noticing the pretty people, the Hollywood people in the magazines and on the movie screen, and people don't realize that that's all airbrushed, or what they put themselves through to get to look like that. So we develop this, and then of course, kids are mean. Kids are really mean. So you feel like you have to fit in. And do you ever really fit in? And fitting in is not even the answer anyway. I don't even know what that means, to fit in. So we develop this relationship with food, and then I need to lose weight. I need to get in shape. I need to do all these things. And so what are we told? We're told that we have to count calories and weigh our food, and don't eat any sugar, and don't eat any of this, that, and the other. Restrict yourself a lot. And then if you cheat, or if you give in to that urge, that craving, then you're bad. And that was a bad decision. I had to learn that food is just to nourish our body. That's what food is for. It is to nourish our body, to give us the fuel that we need to get through our day. And when we start using food as a reward, or as a punishment, or as a way to cheer ourselves up after a bad day, that's where we start to develop the toxic relationship. And then when we start punishing ourselves for the food choices that we make, it doesn't help it at all. It just exacerbates it. So how do we change that relationship with our food? Well, we have to start changing our mindset and realizing that food is just nourishment. Doesn't mean it has to taste bad, but it is nourishment. And if we give in to that cookie or ice cream or whatever once in a while, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. Move on. Go, okay, well, that didn't make me feel very good, so I'm going to move on. I am a believer that, for me, I can't eat sugar. If I give in one time, I am done for the next 3 weeks, until I finally get it together and go, okay, I gotta do something here, because I don't feel good. And it just starts with, I'm just going to have one little cookie or one donut or, whatever. But that's me. my bio-individuality. If you're able to have one cookie once in a while, or a donut once in a while, or a thing of ice cream once in a while, and not have it again for a long time, great. There's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I can't do that, because then it just becomes this downward spiral. The thing is, you need to learn how to read your body and understand your body and how your body reacts to food. So when you eat something, pay attention to how you feel. Whether you're eating something good or bad, how does that make you feel in your body? Not in your mind, not in your emotional state, but in your physical body. How do you feel when you eat that food? Do you feel sick? Do you have this adrenaline rush and then crash? That's what happens with me when I eat sugar. I get this rush and then I crash, and then I'm done for the day. I don't have any energy. So then I eat more sugar to bring me back up, and then I crash. So it's all about, I don't believe in counting calories. I don't believe in weighing your food. I don't believe in any of that stuff. I believe in eating good for you food. So vegetables, fruit, even meat, but make sure that you're eating meat sparingly. If you are a meat eater, make sure you're eating meat that doesn't have any kind of hormones in them, and make sure you're not going overboard. Pay attention to how your body reacts when you eat that meat. Eat the fish, eat the chicken, eat lean beef, that kind of stuff. And I know that these diets that are out there right now are all about eating the fatty foods. Yes, some fat is good for you, but it needs to be good fat, like olive oil or avocado oil or things like that. Make sure you're not eating this fat that is so much fat, like that's in your bacon or whatever, that's going to clog your arteries. You don't want to do that. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about how to change your relationship with your food. And if that's another thing that's really good is to journal. Not food journal, not write down what you're eating unless you are paying attention. Sorry, it is really humid here. You see the sweat on my face and my big old hair? I was just noticing that. Unless you were doing the whole paying attention to how your body reacts to food, then that's when you would want a food journal. Today I ate eggs and I felt sick. Or today I drank celery juice and wow, did that make me feel so good. Pay attention. That's when you want a food journal. But by journaling, I mean using a journal as your therapist. Writing everything down. Where do you think it started? Where do you think this relationship with your food started? Do you think it started when you were a kid? Do you think it started when you were in high school with all the mean girls saying mean things? Where did this toxic relationship with food start? And how can you fix it? How can you change it? Going to counseling is also a really good thing. There are counselors out there who specialize in that. So you can go to counseling, or you can use a journal as counseling, or you can do both. I personally use a journal. That's my thing. I'll write down when I feel bad and when I feel sad, and I also will let go of all the negativity. Negativity also can have a really bad effect on your body. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please DM me. Please share this with your friends. If you have friends that are struggling as well, please do that. Now I'm going to show you a super quick and easy smoothie to make. I'll give you a little hints on it and what's in it and what those things do for your body. So give me 1 second. Okay, so I don't have a place to put my tripod right now to help, so I'm going to hopefully do this without shaking too much. So in this blender I have 1 cup of almond milk. It's dairy free because I am dairy free. I am mostly plant-based. I have been eating dairy lately and I've noticed a big change in my body, so I'm going back to being plant-based. I make smoothie packets. In this smoothie packet is banana and spinach. So I buy bananas that are ripe, not like black ripe, but you know, that are really ripe. They're softer. They don't have much green on the outside. And I buy those because they're a lot sweeter. And then I make this so I buy a big bunch of bananas and then I stick them in the freezer with a handful of spinach. And so when I go to make my smoothies in the morning, they're better. Now, bananas do have potassium in them, but spinach actually has more potassium than bananas. Potassium is one of those nutrients that we really, really need for our body to function properly. So now we have 1 cup of almond milk, 1 banana, frozen banana, and a handful of spinach. Now in this right here, I put it all in one thing because the way my kitchen is set up, it would be too hard to switch back and forth. So in here I have 1 spoonful of flaxseed meal. Flaxseed is really good. It's an antioxidant. It's full of fiber. They've also determined that it could lower your blood sugar. It could also help lower your blood pressure, stabilize your blood sugar, and may help you prevent diabetes. I also have a spoonful of chia seeds, which is considered a superfood because it is so full of antioxidants. I have a heaping spoonful of cacao. Cacao has flavonoids in it, which help to lower blood pressure, which help with our heart, to get the blood pumping better to our heart and to our brain, and it can help prevent heart disease, heart attacks. I also added some dairy-free, a spoonful of dairy-free mini chocolate chips, and I add those for a little bit of sweetness, and it just helps taste it good, makes it taste good. So I'm going to put that in there. I also do honey, because a little bit of honey, so probably about that much, and I use raw honey. I get this at Sam's Club. I use Costco, not Sam's Club. If you use raw honey, it's much better for you. Okay, so that's what we got in there. We'll put the lid on it, turn it on. Alright, now I'm going to come over here. And there you have it. Chocolate banana smoothie. It is really good for you, and it tastes amazing. It tastes so much like a chocolate shake, I can't even tell you. And I also will tell you that once you start eating foods like this that are good for you, your taste buds will change, and you'll only want the good stuff. So I hope this helps, and I hope you enjoy this. Please share, like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you'll know when it's up. I really, really appreciate it. Every subscriber helps me, and I can still bring this information to you for free. I mean, free is great, right? We'd love to have a health coach for free, wouldn't we all? So I love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.